Welcome back. I'm Meredith Spragg, and I'm joined here with Mackenzie Bigbee in the studio today. She's a freshman on the volleyball team. She's been starting and having a heck of a season so far. Yesterday, you came into, well, Nebraska came into Ames. They're ranked #1, and you guys beat them in 4 games. How sweet was it?
It was freaking awesome. It was so exciting, just like going in. And like we had like such a good feeling. Everyone on the team was like, "Oh, I just have a good feeling about this," and everyone was just so pumped to play. And then going and coming out, starting so strong, it was awesome. And then having such a big crowd there to support us too, I think really helped.
So after the second game, when you guys went back, I mean, was it hard to kind of keep calm and maintain like not a sense of freak out in the locker room? You guys are beating the #1 team, and you're not just beating them, you're 2 games ahead.
Yeah, we got back there and everyone is just like kind of jittery, and our seniors are just like, we have to stay calm, like we have to keep level, we have to go. We knew that they were going to come out fighting because obviously they're the #1 team and they're not used to being beat like that. And so we just had to like stay calm and just expect from ourselves to keep playing like we were before.
Now, that was your first really big game. Were you nervous beforehand? I mean, you had to be a little antsy. It was, I mean, the first just tournament play, correct?
Yeah.
So how are you feeling beforehand?
I wasn't nervous at all, actually. I was just really excited because Iowa State and Nebraska in volleyball, they've always seemed to have that rivalry. And so, like, finally being able to be a part of it and play in it instead of just watching it, I was just excited.
A couple weeks ago, a phenomenal thing happened, 25 kills in 1 match. You're a freshman and you're able to produce that. How do you do it? I mean, you seem so calm on the court. Tell me about it.
I didn't even know about it at first, and then after the game, Rachel Hockaday is like, "Does that even faze you? 20-some kills?" I'm like, no, I didn't know. So. But I don't know, when I'm on the court, I'm just like focused and determined. Like, I just go point by point. Like, all I'm thinking is like, we have to win this game, we have to win this game. So I just want to do whatever I can to help the team win.
Right, so it's not like you're sitting there being like, "Oh man, I'm at 24, I only
gotta
need
get
one."
that next one.
Gotta get that next
No.
one. You were just, I just tied it, that's all I had.
That's all, no. I honestly don't even know until the next day when someone's like, "Oh, that's so awesome." I'm like, "What's so awesome? We won? Yeah, that's awesome." They're like, "No, 25 kills." I'm like, "Oh, cool, yeah."
Now, is there anything specific that you yourself, I asked you earlier if your team had some goals for the season. Is there anything, I mean, you have 25 kills. Well, do you have more goals that you want to break, more things that you set for yourself each game at all, other than just contributing to the team?
I don't have any like record, like I'm not like, "Oh, I want to break this record and that record." I do think that I could work on my blocking a lot more. Like, it's not that great right now, and so I want to continue to work on that so that I can be more of like a defensive presence on the court too. But I don't know, other than that.
Now, you're playing with people you've never played with before. So on things when it comes to blocking, is it a lot of communication and timing? I mean, it's really key, and these are people you've had to replace, people that they're used to playing with. Is that something that you feel like you guys need to work on?
Yeah, blocking, a huge part of blocking is like communicating and timing, like you said. And so it's kind of hard, like, and for Iowa State, we swing block, and in high school I never swung block before. So like adjusting to that and the timing and like learning how to do it correctly has also been a little bit of a challenge. But I think like as I continue to practice, I need to like work on like telling the middles like, "Okay, here," or like be more verbal about when I move the block and stuff. I think that will help a lot.
Now, you guys had a little bit of a rough weekend before the Nebraska game. Do you kind of feel like this game helped you move over that hump that you, like you said, you felt like everyone was playing at their best game, and you feel like that's really important for you guys as a team? It really seemed like you were playing together, like you said, that everyone just had, I mean, your middles had a great game, your outsides had a great game, your defense had some ups that were just amazing, you know, so you feel like now that you guys are over that hump, you just can progress from there?
Yeah, after that last weekend, you know, like we really buckled down in practice, and the coaches really got on us to like go all out during practice, and I think that really helped. And then like as you saw yesterday, everyone was doing great, and so I think that is a big key for future success. Like if everyone can continue to develop more and we can build off what we did last weekend, I think that will really help.
Now, do you guys have any specific leaders on the team? Are your seniors really vocal? And is there anyone specific that's kind of, I don't know, taken you under their wing and kind of guided you as a freshman?
The seniors are like, pretty much all the returning players are really vocal, and like everyone on the team, they're really good leaders. And but for me, I guess Kristen Hahn, she played for the same club as me, and so I always joke and call her my mom because she's like taking me under the wing. She's like, do this, do that, or like if I'm having a little bit of a rough patch, she'll be like, just don't think, just play, you got it, you're fine.
She actually kind of seems like that to a lot of people on the court. She really seems as though she is kind of the per se leader, as when someone does something, she always is there to, you know, tell them to shake it off. Or do you think that her presence, that on the court is really, really valuable to your team?
Yeah, I think so, because every once in a while, you know, everyone will get in like a little funk, and she's just there kind of like the mother hen, like, you're fine, like shake it off, forget about it, next point. And I think that's really important, because if you like, sometimes you're just stuck in a head game with yourself, and then that can really send you down. But if you have someone there telling you to shake it off, like next point, forget about it, it really helps a lot.
Absolutely. With these next few games coming up, is there anything specific that your coach is kind of telling you to help you? Does Chrissy kind of guide you? You are a freshman, you are starting, you're being thrown in there. Has she kind of, you know, sat down with you and just been like, this is what I kind of expect out of you, this is what I want you to produce? And is that intimidating as a player?
She has sat down with me and kind of told me like how I've become like a terminator for the team, and that's how she expects me, like that will be my role and stuff. But I don't really think it doesn't really intimidate me. I like knowing things like that, because then it's like I have this goal for myself, like this is what the coaches want from me, so then it like drives me to be the best that I can.
Now, the intimidator, so does that mean that when you guys were in the 5th game, you know, and you just needed to get that final point, that the kill is going to go to you? Like that's what she's basically saying, is that the setter is going to give the ball to you? Yeah, she told me, I call these people aircraft carriers, and she said, so whenever like there's, no matter how bad the pass is, we can just throw the ball up to you and we'll know that you'll get a kill. So yeah, basically what you said. You're a freshman at Iowa State and you're in engineering, so yes. How's handling being a student athlete? Is it difficult, or are you kind of getting the hang of it? It's kind of difficult. Like I had my first test and I did not study enough for it, I found out. So I mean, now that I know like what I need to do more of, I think it'll be easier to getting into the swing of things. One big thing is you said yesterday was your first home football game, and what was really noticeable at Hilton yesterday was how many fans there were. There were so many fans, and it was so pumped. And then you got to witness Cyclone fans at the football game yesterday. I mean, how fun is it to be on the court, having those people cheer you on? It's just an amazing feeling, like knowing that people are coming out to support you because they love the school and they just want to come out and support the student athletes. It's a really great feeling. It really helps you like stay pumped on the court. Absolutely. I guess just one more question is, before your game, do you have a little ritual you do? Is there anything that like, I have to listen to this song, or I have to do this before the game, or are you pretty... No, I'm not really like superstitious or anything at all. I just kind of like chill, listen to the music. Most of the time I'm studying my scout sheet, really. I guess the only ritual that I do. Now, do you get a scout sheet for every game then? Yeah, we have scout sheets, and then we, when we meet with the coaches before the game, they kind of like quiz us over just to make sure we've been actually looking at them and stuff. So you're not only studying hard math classes, you're also studying all the other teams in your conference and teams that you play. Yeah. Which one do you like studying more? No, I'm kidding. I would definitely go with the other teams, probably. A little easier.